'Cause my heart is damaged. Hey, damaged. I thought that I should let you know that my heart is damaged. So damaged. And you can blame the one before. Hey, so how you gonna fix it? Fix it, fix it. How you gonna fix it? Fix it, fix it. You gonna pay me? Hey, how you gonna fix it? Fix it, fix it. You gonna pay? Hey, you gonna pay up. Baby, I gotta know. What do you wanna do, babe? Baby, I gotta know. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Do you have a first aid kit handy? Do you know how to patch up the wound? Tell me, are you patient, understanding? 'Cause I might need some time to heal the hole in my heart tonight. Hey, girl. Shout out to Don Richard. Okay. Okay. I owe it all to you. You. Oh, I owe it all to you. Hey, you. That's from her first. That's from her first album. That's called "Ode to You." Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm. Baby. Puff Daddy. Girl, at this point, girl, you might as well just hang it up flat screen. Hey! Aubrey. Aubrey. Aubrey O'Day. I need everybody in the office. I need everybody in my chambers. I need everybody. I got some questions. And I'm going to get some answers. All right, y'all. So listen to this. This is according to people.com. So Danity Keynes, Don Richard sues Sean Diddy Combs for SA, claims she witnessed violence against Cassie Ventura. So Don Richard is suing Sean Diddy Combs for sexual. Okay. The 41-year-old musician who rose to fame as a member of the Combs-formed girl group Danity Kane filed a complaint in New York federal court on September the 10th, alleging that the 54-year-old music mogul sexually and verbally abused her for nearly 10 years. According to court documents obtained by People, she is the 8th person to accuse Combs of sexual abuse. I don't like to. I feel like the more you say it, it triggers the, and then they, So I'll be trying to like watch how many times I say SA. And the complaint. So sometimes I spell it out because I feel like if I said it once, I need to spell it out the next time. Then I can say it again and spell it out next time. Okay. In the complaint, Richard claims Combs owes her an estimated $3.5 million in unpaid salaries and royalties for the first 2 albums released by the Damaged Group. And then they named the group members. Y'all already know Aubrey, Shannon, D. Woods, and is that Andrea? As well as unpaid wages for touring over 100 dates. She also allegedly witnessed Combs physically assaulting multiple women, including his ex-girlfriend, Cassie, who previously sued the Bad Boy Records founder for abuse and later settled on numerous occasions, per the documents. Combs' attorney, Erica Wolf, told People in a statement that Mr. Combs is shocked and disappointed by this lawsuit in an attempt to rewrite history. Don Richard has now manufactured a series of false claims, all in the hopes of trying to get a payday, conveniently timed to coincide with her album release and press tour. If Miss Richard has such a negative experience with making the band and Danny DeCane, she would have not chosen to continue working directly with Mr. Combs for Dirty Money, nor would she have returned for the Making the Band reboot in 2020, or agreed to be featured on the Love album last year. It's unfortunate that Miss Richard has cast this 20-year friendship aside to try and get money from him, but Mr. Combs is confidently standing on truth and looks forward to proving that in court. Richard and Combs began a working relationship when she was selected to join Danny DeCane during season 3 of MTV's Making the Band. Throughout filming of the show, according to the complaint, she experienced aggressive and hostile behavior from Combs, including disparaging gender-based remarks toward the members and comments about Richard's physical appearance. The complaint alleges Combs deprived the Danny DeCane women of basic needs, such as adequate food and sleep, during seasons 3 and 4 of Making the Band, and displayed demeaning behavior. Richard's complaints alleges Combs used drugs on a regular basis and forced Danny DeCane to record and rehearse for stretches of 36 to 48 hours without breaks. Forced to choose between eating and sleeping, Miss Richard lost a significant amount of weight, weighing approximately 100 pounds at a height of 5'4", the documents claim. Why I be thinking y'all be bigger than what I think? Like, I be thinking y'all be like 5'8" and 5'9". It never crossed my mind that Don Richard was only 5'4". Girl, 5'4"? I don't know why I thought she was like 5'9", 5'10". Miss Richard began to normalize these extreme conditions and perceive them as standard requirements of her participation in Danny DeCane. The same year, Combs formed the group Diddy Dirty Money with Richard and Kalina Harper. When I tell you, Kalina has one of the best mixtapes of all time. They took it down. You can only listen to it on YouTube now, unless they put it on Apple. I don't know. The last time I checked, it wasn't on Apple. Let me check since we're on the phone. Since I'm doing this video. It was called the Diary Chambers. When I tell y'all, it was everything. I used to wear that out. I used to wear that mixtape out. Do you hear me? Girl, they ain't got it up. They don't. I used to love that mixtape. It was on Google Play. And then they took Google Play away. Anyways, Kalina was a dope artist. She never got her flowers. Anyways, during an early recording session with the trio's Last Train to Paris album, per the documents, Richard witnessed Combs scream at Ventura while she was cooking and throwing a scalding hot pan of eggs at the Me and You singer, causing her to fall to the ground in a fetal position. Girl. Combs allegedly later warned Richard and Harper of consequences if they informed anyone of the violence toward Cassie, and told them people end up missing for sharing such information. Richard's complaint alleges she attended a party thrown by Combs after the 2009 Soul Train Awards, where dozens of young women and girls, some of whom appeared to be underage, were in attendance while illegal drugs were consumed. Combs then engaged in sexual acts with some of the women and girls, according to the documents, many of whom appeared lethargic or passed out. The complaint alleges that Richard attempted to leave the party and was asked to wait by another Combs employee in order to remain inconspicuous. Knowing that she was not free to leave and had to wait, Miss Richard experienced feelings of panic and being trapped against her will, the documents read. Richard was regularly placed in similar situations at Combs' parties, per the complaint, some of which she saw police officers attend, leading guests to feel as though law enforcement would not help them. I dare one. Y'all, if somebody even try and say that Don is lying, especially about police officers being in attendance, every time we look up and we see one of these police officers breaking y'all necks in the middle of the street while people got their cameras out, not giving a damn. If y'all don't think they give a damn about stuff like that and they know they're being recorded, why you wouldn't think it would be a possibility that they could be in and out of these parties, or that they were, or that a few of them or could have actually been on Diddy's payroll? Catch that? Hello, I don't know. I'm just saying. The documents claim Rashard witnessed Combs abusing Ventura on numerous other occasions, leading her and Harper to try and help her out of the abusive situation. After learning of their attempted interference per the complaint, Mr. Combs screamed at the women, "Y'all bitches don't get in my relationship. Don't tell my B what she need to be doing. Just make money and shut the F up. I end artists. I shelve careers. You could be missing, and you bees want to die today," among other threats. Rashard also claims Interscope Records executives witnessed Combs assault Cassie during a dinner sometime around 2009 or 2010, before the recording company entered a deal with Combs, Bad Boys Records. During her time with Diddy, Dirty Money, Rashard alleges she experienced similar grueling working conditions as when she and Danity came, including food and sleep deprivation. In 2010, per her complaint, Rashard was hospitalized and diagnosed. She had joint pain due to overuse, sprains, tendonitis, and infection, and low white blood cell count. She allegedly informed Combs of the issues and emphasized the importance of a healthier lifestyle, but was still expected to work at the same pace. According to the documents, Rashard faced sexual harassment and assault from Combs on numerous occasions. He allegedly ordered her to strip down to her underwear, made sexual charged comments, and groped her buttocks and breasts in professional settings. When Diddy, Dirty Money performed on Saturday Night Live in December 2010, Combs allegedly refused to transport Rashard and Harper to a rehearsal space in New York City before verbally berating them in the lobby upon arrival. Rashard asked him to stop, per the documents, after which Combs nearly punched her. But security whisked her and Harper to a car and locked them inside with no way to escape. Harper was soon removed from the vehicle, but Rashard was left inside the unheated car without her belongings. She began to feel cold and fear for her life, not knowing when or if she would be released. Her father allegedly then drove to the location from Baltimore, ordered for her to be released, and threatened to call police, leading to warnings from Combs, who later told Rashard, following SNL, "You don't call your dad unless you're in the hospital." The complaint alleges Rashard never received compensation for her credits on the songs she contributed to for Danity Kane and Diddy, Dirty Money. Then it also goes to say she was also never allegedly never paid for the reboot of Making the Band. And then it just goes on to say that Dawn has had an option of filing as Jane Doe, but bravely chose to file in her true name, continued Bloom's statement. Honey, I believe everything Dawn had to say. Let me just say this. I know this is going to be a part of the conversation. Why does she continue working with him? All that stuff. I don't know the ins and outs of their discussions because I wasn't there. Okay, but it's no different than Diddy locking Cassie into this 10 album deal, when the truth of the matter is most artists don't even come out with 10 albums. Okay, um, depending on the contract that he had her locked in. Also, you know, we all work jobs that we don't like, or, excuse me, where we don't like our boss, our manager, and we still get up and go to work. We can't stand our manager, but we still gotta go. And then when you think about what they're doing, I can see how it could probably be scary when you're dealing with someone like Puffy and you hear these horrific stories surrounding this man, from him allegedly blowing up cars, to him slinging Cassie in a hallway of a hotel. So I can see how people who work for him could probably be scared to say something. Because, girl, if he did that to them and ain't shit happened to him, then, girl, you think they care about little old me? Hello? I'm here for it. I believe every word Dawn had to say. I don't think she's lying. I'm Team Dawn. I am. I'm not going to sit here. I've told y'all plenty of times, for some of the people who are new to my channel, do I believe every story when I hear these stories? And it could be some random, I ain't gonna say random celebrity. Do I believe everything that people report or say happened? No. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Now, do I get on her and say I don't believe them? No. Okay. Right. But I damn sure get down here and tell you when I do believe them. Okay. I believe Dawn. I believe Dawn. I believe Cassie. Okay. I believe Dawn. I believe Aubrey. Because Aubrey been on Puff Daddy's ass for the longest. Now, she hasn't really come out with any claims of, as far as like similar to Dawn, but she has been calling out Puffy and his ways for a very long time. When I tell you, baby, the roosters are coming home. How the saying go? The roosters are coming home to hatch, or the chickens? What the chickens coming home to hatch? Girl, they coming down on y'all asses. Shout out to Dawn. We love Dawn over here. I have been a huge supporter of Dawn in her solo career since she began. I remember she had a party to celebrate her first album in LA. I think it was sometime last year. And I bought a ticket and I was gonna fly to LA. That's how much I've went up for Dawn and her music. I think it was last year sometime. Yeah, it had to be. I think it was last year sometime. And she was celebrating the anniversary of her first album. And I had bought a ticket and I was gonna fly to LA just so I could be in the room with Dawn. And I didn't go. Anyways, but shout out to Dawn. Girl, we love you, sister. Girl, we support you, sister girl. Girl, and we believe every word you had to say. Okay? Now, I really don't have too much to say about this because I already said what I had to say. I'm Team Kelis all the way. I don't care what nobody got to say. So Pharrell speaks on Kelis' issue with Beyonce sampling Milkshake and how Happy was supposed to be CeeLo Green's song. I wish her the absolute best, but I wrote this song. So Neighbors singer Pharrell recently sat down with the Hollywood Reporter and gave interesting insight on Kelis' Milkshake and his ultra viral song Happy. Back in 2022, Kelis had a lot to say regarding Beyonce using an interpretation of her hit song Milkshake on her song Energy. Kelis claimed that no one reached out for her for clearance and she hadn't received any compensation for B's interpolation of the song. She actually referred to B's actions as theft. In the interview with the Hollywood Reporter, he was asked if he'd spoken with Kelis regarding the 2022 rant. In response, he made a no sound. Girl, y'all really be trying it with how y'all be writing these articles. I wish her the absolute best, but I wrote this song. He went on to say, basically, the interviewer went on to ask Pharrell if he needed Kelis' approval to do anything with the song. The hitmaker said, "Not on Milkshake. It was me and Chad who produced it." Girl, it is what it is, girl. Kelis already came out. She said what she said. I stand with Kelis. I do hate the fact that not y'all, but some people get in the comment section acting as if, girl, Kelis needs help from Beyonce, that Kelis needs a check from Beyonce. Girl, the only people that are worried about, you've never heard Kelis having money issues. You've never heard Kelis, girl, I haven't. Maybe there's a story out there of her being bankrupt. All the girls go bankrupt once or twice, girl. But even if she was, Kelis, I don't, for what I remember, I don't remember her making it an issue about money. I think it was for Kelis more so just about a respect issue when it comes to their artistry. I stood with Kelis and I still stand with Kelis. Um, but people making it seem as though you missed out on a check. You missed out on a check, girl. Just because we broke, don't mean everybody else is broke, girl. You could have you missed out on the opportunity, girl. Do y'all know who Kelis is, girl? Like Kelis is Kelis. No, she is not this mega worldwide superstar like Beyonce. But Kelis is Kelis. Girl, the girls who know about Kelis are the girls who know about Kelis. Hello? I woke up this morning and seen something bright. Was it you? Okay, girl. Yesterday, I rolled through the hood and I saw something and it hurt me. Okay? Anyway, shout out to Kelis. Yeah, everything is not always about money. Some people actually do live there. Money is not the motivation for everybody, believe it or not. Some people do actually just want respect when it comes to their artistry. No, she did not own the song, which is another thing, girl. Y'all keep saying you missed out on the check. How she miss out on the check if she don't even own the song? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Somebody explain it to me. Anyways, it is what it is. Beyonce took that part off of the song, which in my honest opinion means that, girl, you didn't really need it to begin with. If it was that easy for you to take it off, girl, you really didn't need it. If it was that easy for you to take that part off of the song, you really didn't need it. I think that Pharrell was just being petty, and I think that he was being mean, and I think he was being shady. Khalees said what she said about Pharrell, and her issue was more so about Pharrell. Um, she did mention, of course, Beyonce because she says Beyonce wants to play this. I stand with the sisters and girls who run the world, but girl, because if it was your artistry, you would have an issue. So the same way you want somebody to respect yours, even if it was something that had to do with no, 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 girl. Can you respect other folks? Oh, okay. Anyways, shout out to Kelis. Shout out to Pharrell. Shout out to Beyonce. I do. Oh, I wish I had some money to buy. Some of the girls didn't like it, but I loved Pharrell's line he did with Louis Vuitton. Girl, I loved. I said if I had some coin, I would have racked up everything. The coats, girl, the jackets, the pants, the shirts. I loved almost every piece he put out. Anyways, for real, can you girl, send me an email. Ask me my size. I ain't gonna take my size online because people knows. Girl, send me an email. Girl, send me some of them clothes. Hey! Now, long story short, Dr. Nicole, oh God. So this is according to page 6. So Dr. Nicole Martin not filming Real Housewives of Miami as questions about season 7 return loom. So long story short, Dr. Nicole Martin's return to the Real Housewives of Miami is uncertain. Page 6 can exclusively reveal. They basically started filming on Tuesday and everybody was present. They said Alexia, Lisa, Larsa, Julia, Gertie, as well as cast friends, Adriana, Marisol, and Kiki. And we're told a few new faces are expected to film soon, too, and that the showrunners will decide at a later time who will secure a coveted mojito and who will appear in a part-time role. Girl, I don't know why she's not returning. I do think it's strange that I started to I saw it for Dr. Nicole because Nicole gave me what I wanted to see from a housewife. Like she was smart, she's gorgeous. Anthony was handsome. Um, girl, money, okay, girl, house, girl, boats. I mean, I do think they fell victim to the whole getting married. I think they were okay with just living their life the way that they were living their life. And I think that getting on TV, because they didn't really, well, they claimed that they really were not like, girl, we don't care about being married. And then literally after the first season, girl, they were engaged. I think they kind of felt the pressure. Um, And you know, in these settings, girl, the people gonna ask you 15 times every episode. So you're not getting married? So you're not getting married? So you're not married? So you're not getting married? You're not gonna get married? So you're not married? Oh, you're not married. Oh, you're not married. Oh, you're not married, girl. Hello. I don't know whether or not returning. Girl. Y'all think they want something? Y'all think you think they trying to hide something? You never know with these house. That's the only thing. I go for Dr. Nicole, but you never know with these housewives. You never know. And it's smarter to get off TV than to have your shit come crumbling down on TV. Because we know Dr. Nicole, you know, her boyfriend, fiance, whoever, he's a lawyer. But they live a very extravagant, over the top lifestyle. He may just be good at what he do. Because they damn sure ain't living that lifestyle off Nicole's salary. Now Nicole might be a doctor, but she don't make that goddamn much. Not to the point where girl, they're gonna be living in $20 million houses. Okay. What was the house they had? I think it was 20, 30 million or something. They sold it to Jeff Bezos for like almost twice that amount. Or was it 10 million? They sold it for 30 million. Dr. Nicole used to sit in the park and eat lobster with her son and her mama having a picnic. I said, lobster for a picnic? Girl. I really felt like Dr. Nicole was the housewife that within like a year or two, she really could have been in charge of the girls. Because to me, she had the full package. The kids, right? The husband, a boyfriend, whatever. The money. She's smart. She's gorgeous. She's a doctor. Her husband's a lawyer. You see what I'm saying? The houses, the cars. Girl. Like to me, I thought she had it all. And then she still kind of has a messy life, right? Did her father pass away? Somebody passed away. I think her father did pass away. Let me see. Dr. Nicole, father. Oh, he did pass away. Oh, yeah, he did. Mm. Shout out to her father. I forgot he passed away. Well, she still has her mother, you know, so when her father was alive, even though, you know, she still had, she had like the perfect family, right? She still had some mess to her. You know, she still had her mother. She still had her father, who was, you know, a player from the Himalayas. And girl, low key, let me shut up. I'll be thinking, girl, let me shut up, girl. But yeah, I just felt like I just felt like she had it where it was, you know, it was enough to kind of give us a good housewife. The messiness, but also the fabulosity, the money, right? And then she was dealing with childhood trauma. So it was like, you know, not to say that childhood trauma is entertaining, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying she didn't have like this, it wasn't just this picture perfect life, right? Anyways, I like Dr. Nicole. I hope she comes back because again, I really felt like in a season or two, I felt like Dr. Nicole should have been the face of I did. I know Alexia. I know it's probably like a battle between Alexia and Larsa. I used to go for Larsa. Then I feel like Larsa is just whack to me. I don't really see it for Larsa like that no more. I feel like Larsa started out strong because I didn't watch Miami from the beginning. I just tuned in when they came back after that. What was it, an 8-year hiatus? Because they was gone a long time. So I tuned in once they came back, and I was like, oh, Larsa is cool. And then I was like, oh, and I was like, oh, and I was like, okay, Larsa's low key a mess. And then Alexia, I feel like Alexia is the one who feels like she runs the girls, but I really think it should be Dr. Nicole. I think they should have been pushing Dr. Nicole to the front. Because again, I felt like she just had the package of a good housewife. And I felt like by the second season, I I felt like she was kind of like getting her footing in this whole reality world. I think the first season was kind of like, girl, this shit is crazy. And I think the second season, she was like, oh, this is what we got to do. Right? And I felt like by the third, fourth, probably like the fifth season. What the last season was the third season on the show, right? Was last season? Okay, was the last season her second or third season? Yeah, I just feel like Nicole should have been like the face. But it is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all.